in cars at hockey games, things like that. I understand that they're not on-duty officers. Can you elaborate like exactly what's going on there, and also exactly what your relationship is with them as the city with these off-duty officers?
I'm not sure what our relationship is, but the on road projects, for example, most of the road projects have some federal funds involved, and so it's federally mandated that we have sworn officer protection there for the crew working and for traffic control, and most of that money is passed through the state, and the state does pay the city for the use of those officers' time. In terms of like at parking events and stuff, again, state law requires that in right-of-ways traffic control be done by sworn officers, and a lot of times that's paid for by the promoter of an event, but in some cases where it's out in the streets and roadways, it is our responsibility as well.
Okay, so I guess what I meant by relationship is that can you say that to me one more time? The state will pay the city for use? Yes,
on road construction projects, the state reimburses the city for the use of the sworn officers.
Anything else you want to add just for more clarification?
No, but I mean it is a great question because we hear that all the time. It's one of those ones that if you came to the viewpoint learning summary, there are symbolic things that happen out in the community that people perceive as, is that the best and highest use of city dollars or resources? And a lot of times they just aren't aware of the rest of the story that, in many cases that's reimbursed and is required to be reimbursed. You bet. Yes?
I was looking at city overtime for last year, and it looked like about $11 million in utilities and general operating government. Does that concern you, that amount? Is it something you'll be looking at reducing next year?
We try and maintain our overtime on a consistent, if not declining basis. In fact, I think if you look at the non-utility overtime, the department managers have actually done a pretty good job of reducing overtime over the last year. Utilities are now, separate authorities of government run by boards of directors, and so it's not quite the direct responsibility of City Hall to manage those employees like it used to be. But in general government, I think we're doing a good job on overtime.
Anybody else?
Very good.
Sorry I'm late.
Hey.
Did I miss anything?
No. You'll be buying tape from one of these guys.
Well, Mason's actually monitoring it online, so.
All right. Well, thank you all, everybody. And again, for all those folks involved in the 100 top cities, thank you again. Appreciate your efforts.